It is the Riot on RadioU. Nikki and I are we got a new setup, so it doesn't look that different on camera. So if you guys want to, swing over Facebook, YouTube, and watch what we're doing, you can.
Yep.
But boy, it sure feels different from this side.
It is, and we're excited for our very first interview with our new studio setup to be David from Remedy Drive. Their new song, Dragons, starts on RadioU.
It does?
Today, so you can request away.
And here's why you should be watching this video live, because I am going to show you the best hair in all of RadioU.
For his hair? Absolutely.
David has legit rock star hair. I would give things up
for that.
To have hair like David does, man. It's so good.
Good morning, David. It's good to see you, and it's good to see your luscious hair as well.
It's gotten gray since we first met over the years, and it's heading that direction continually.
Dude, all that is doing is adding character.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, David, you're one of my favorite people on Twitter. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, my friend. You have some good contributions there on Twitter as well.
I genuinely enjoy what David brings to Twitter.
To say,
I love it. And anytime I get a little comment from him, I'm always super excited about it. So we have known him for a long time, lead singer of Remedy Drive. Let's talk business first, I guess.
And Obi has other stuff.
I have questions, dude. I can't wait to talk. So talk to us about Dragons. New song. What's it about?
A year ago, I was in Thailand with the Exodus Road. It's an organization that our band's been merged with for 8 years. We fight against slavery and sex trafficking. And I was doing undercover work at night and spending a lot of time with my friend Matt Parker, who founded the organization, during the day. And he got a tattoo that said "Huc sunt dracones" in Latin on his arm, which translates "Here be dragons."
It's awesome.
Yeah. And the context is on ancient globes, or one in particular on maps, they put that phrase there and maybe a picture of a dragon and say, hey, we don't know what's here. It's probably dangerous. Here be dragons. These are uncharted waters. These are uncharted territories. So at the beginning of 2020, I take that idea that we're talking specifically about the work of fighting slavery, which is dangerous work. Doing undercover work is dangerous. It's uncharted. We don't know the way forward all the time. Little did I know that song would represent also the year in general for me and the uncharted territory that we all moved into. And I say, we're passing through these flames together. And the only way to make our way through is through this love that is formed in the fires of adversity.
Wow.
I love it.
Like his tweets. He's so eloquent with everything. That's the right answer right there.
I'm so excited. Now I see this is going to be part of an album, right? It's going to be on a new album that also has a Latin title.
Yeah. Imago Amor. Imago is Latin for the image of, and amor is Spanish for love.
Yeah. So, well, I'm just cheering because I pronounced it correctly.
You had it correct. He wasn't sure, but
good.
Yeah, I feel really good about that.
We're so excited. Like Remedy Drive, again, we've had a long history with you guys, and we appreciate you. The music that you bring to the table has so much depth to it, and just so much that as listeners we can really learn from, and especially with a full album, that we are so excited to have new music back from you guys.
I am so thankful for RadioU and for you, Obi and Nikki. I hear of people consistently that found out about the Exodus Road, found out about the work that we're doing fighting slavery through you guys playing our music over the years. So thank you so much for continuing.
That's exciting, dude. That's exciting. Yeah. So now I finally get to ask.
Well, you ready for that part? Can I mention the Exodus Road is something that everyone must and should, if it's been a while or if you've never had a chance to search to learn about, because that organization is definitely something that is worth taking some time to experience more about today before Obi gets into his next question. So just wanted to throw that out there.
And you can text Remedy to 51555, get updates about rescues when they happen.
Okay,
but what I
just thought 51555.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say like 3 girls rescued in India or Thailand or Latin America, and it's just a highlight of the week to get.
Tag on it. So many people talk about we got to do something. we got to do something.
And they're doing it.
And then we talk to Remedy Drive, and they're like, yeah, we're doing
We're
something.
absolutely doing it.
I love it. So, okay.
That's exactly how I said it, too.
Yeah, we're doing something.
It's like listening to David. This is David from Remedy Drive. Dragon starts today on Radio U. All week, though, because we knew we were going to talk with you today, Obi kept saying how he had talked to you through Twitter or something, and it was like, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? And I'll leave Obi.
Nikki said I had to ask you if we could talk about it before I bring it up.
I wanted to make sure, but
I appreciate
you can run with it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. So, David, you're interested in UFOs?
Yes, I am.
What?
It has been an interest for me for 25 years at least.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit. How did you get started on UFOs, and what does that look like day to day for you?
Oh man! Well, first of all,
day-to-day?
Dave Moore said once when he was playing, he's like, "If you ever bring this up from stage, I'm just going to slowly walk backwards, put my guitar in its case, walk off stage, and bike home."
Distance away from this.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you got cornered on an interview. Some personalities ambushed you with this question. It's not your fault.
It's the gotcha moment. It's a gotcha
Yeah.
moment. I went to a seminar at the University of Nebraska, Omaha, when I was in high school, and it was just about classified documents, mainly from Russia. But now we have just so many classified documents that have been released in the United States. And there's just so many firsthand accounts that I've heard on different podcasts or different stories of people that have experienced lights in the sky. My parents did. My brother and I did when we were driving one time in the middle of the night all the way to California. But I'm just really curious about it. What's going on? But then this last 6 months,
I was going to say, wasn't there like a week or two or a month ago that there was this huge classified document, like unclassification thing that happened?
Yeah.
So
so it's there's just been so many headlines. It's disappointing that it's not more of a front page headline sort of thing. It's very clear that our government pays a lot of attention to it and they study it.
So what, David? What is it?
Do you want more from me?
I just want to know if he knows something I don't.
For more.
Like, do you got something?
I don't know. There's plenty of theories. My best theory is, if you read in Ezekiel, it says there's a vehicle that the Creator flew in that had wheels within wheels and eyes all around, right?
Yeah,
and it was like a living, like a chariot, but also a creature chariot that communicated telepathically with the pilot of the chariot. And you have stories like that all throughout different systems of belief throughout all of history. So I wonder if it has something to do with the war in the heavens that happened a long time ago. I wonder if and my daughter and I were talking about it yesterday. She doesn't think that there's other life forms other than maybe amoebas in the universe.
Okay.
But is there other places that have their own redemption story going on? Are we, like C.S. Lewis said, are we the only planet that fell in all of the universe?
Yeah, right.
And here we are.
The Space Trilogy, Nikki. I've read it. It's good.
I know you have.
The Space Trilogy.
Yeah.
I better have read it. I named my son after C.S. Lewis. So.
Listen, I think you two could. Maybe that needs to be its own podcast or something, but I think both of you could really talk on this for a really long time, and it'd be amazing to actually hear all of it from both.
Well, David, I'm a fan of yours, but go ahead.
When I was in Latin America with the Exodus Road 2 years ago, and the album cover for Commodity we thought it was a bullet hole, but we used a free use photo that happened to be a photo of a hole in the International Space Station that an astronaut tweeted out that same photo as a representative of a current hole in the space station. And so there was a community of flat earthers, especially, that believe that space doesn't exist. So our album cover and our band got tied up in this whole massive discussion. With flat earthers thought they had the smoking gun that, NASA's just like using this album cover just to kind of like show that they can get away with it. And I was like, man, I'm sorry to say it. I think the Earth is definitely a globe and old.
But have you listened to our
here's
music?
a free album.
Make sure. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I did.
like, please listen to the music.
I did a couple interviews with, on a couple like flat Earth programs, and so I know that this stuff is weird, and it puts it in a weird category. And conspiracy theory is really dangerous right now, so I have to be very careful about it. But I do love this particular thing.
Aww.
Dude.
Well, very well said.
Yeah. David from Remedy Drive. Oh my gosh, I enjoyed it so much. Thanks for being a good sport and talking to us about it. And man, seriously, thanks for years and years and years of good music and
service. Yes.
Yeah,
and
great
help.
work and service in the world, man. It's just awesome. Just awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So, Nikki,
thank you
ready
for being part of it.
Absolutely. Our pleasure. Our privilege.
Let's play Dragons. Don't forget to check out more about the Exodus Road and Remedy Drive and just all their wonderful work that they truly work hard at and all the great music that they make too.
Wait, one more time. You text what to find out about it?
You text Remedy to 51555.
Okay.
There
This is Dragons on the Riot.